Mastering the management of your regions and provinces in Field of Glory empires is very important. Welcome to this tutorial on regions, resources, population, buildings, and trade. The region management screen is split into many areas, but you really only make decisions around buildings and population. In the top left is the summary panel. This will display if the region is a capital, the terrain information along with crossings and harbour exits, region defensiveness and garrisons, decadence from the region, loyalty and revolt risk, and building slots showing how many more buildings can be built in this region. In the top right is the factors panel, which will display any factors that are impacting the region. These could include objectives, rebellions, famine, etc. The right-hand panel displays the resources used and generated from the province. Food is used to feed the population and supply armies and can be accumulated. Infrastructure is used for construction. Money is mainly used to build and maintain armies. Culture is used to counter decadence and impacts empire progression. Any culture generated is multiplied by the loyalty to get a final cultural value for the region. Culture is stored regionally, but applied at the state level. Manpower is used to build armies. Empires with low manpower may need to rely on mercenary armies. Metal is used to build and maintain heavier units. Equipment dictates how quickly troops can be built from the region. Food, infrastructure, and equipment are regional resources, while the other resources are used empire-wide. The centre panel shows the population information. Above this panel is a summary showing population growth. Generally, you can have as many building slots as there are population. Ethnicity of your population can affect unrest and productivity in your region. Manpower gains are halved for ethnicities not of your nationality. Your population can be assigned to work in one of 4 production rows that directly affect, you guessed it, the 4 corresponding resources: food, infrastructure, money, and culture. There are 2 social classes in Field of Glory empires: citizens or slaves. Slaves are either bought or captured from battles, and citizens grow from your population growth. Within each row, slaves are sorted to the left and citizens to the right. Each population has a productivity rating. Generally, slaves are most productive working on food or infrastructure, while citizens work equally well across all 4 production rows. The loyalty and revolt risk of your population is indicated by a bar at their feet, coloured from green to red. Buildings fall into one of 6 categories. They can directly impact the resources of a region, as well as provide trade goods, boost production, allow special units to be built, and much more. The 6 categories are food for food production, health for population growth and healthcare, infrastructure for construction and maintenance, military for forming armies, money for income and wealth, and culture that also helps with loyalty, religion, and science. When you have 3 buildings within a category, you may be offered a more powerful Tier 2 building, and if you have 6, then you may be offered a Tier 3 building. If loyalty is an issue within a region, then there are a number of culture buildings that can provide a helpful boost. Usually these buildings also add to the decadence, so you need to balance the needs of the people in the region with the potential progression or regression of your empire. Some buildings and regions provide trade goods. Some buildings need trade goods to function. And some buildings provide a bonus if they have access to trade goods. So let's talk briefly about how trade works in Field of Glory empires. You don't directly decide who you trade with. Instead, trade is handled for you based on your needs. If a building requires a trade good, a suitable supplier will be located within the trade range of the region. Clicking the trade map mode will display the various trade goods on offer, the trade ranges, and any existing trade routes. And clicking the trade details panel will provide a quick summary of the trade situation on a region-by-region basis. Hovering will expose a wide range of useful information about the trade good and specifically how it reaches your region. If a needed trade good is not within reach, then the building will still operate, but you will pay 3 times the trade price. If a trade good is sourced from within your empire, the purchasing region will only pay half the cost, yet the selling region will receive full payment. This is a good way to boost your income. Trade goods that provide bonuses to buildings can only be sourced from the same or neighbouring regions. If a building needs a resource and successfully acquires it through trade, then that trade good is also available to boost buildings in the neighbouring regions. Planning ahead to provide building boosts through sourcing needed trade goods is a great way to grow your empire. If you have enough predefined regions, you can create a province. Provinces are a great way to reduce micromanagement, where you can automate building and allocation of the workforce with the click of a button. Special units can also be recruited once provinces are formed. Provinces pull all the infrastructure and equipment from its regions, so it can help boost construction and recruitment of units. Decadence is also reduced in province regions. If you prefer, you can still manage the individual regions within a province. For more detailed information, make sure you check out the in-game help by clicking on the question mark or reference the comprehensive manual.